Hello, hello, hello. I lied and am ending up streaming tonight anyway. My plans got rescheduled. Got to catch up with my roommate. Um, did some other stuff around the house and thought I would might as well do a little bit more Elden Ring. I'm pretty close to... My plan is to beat Malenia, and Gideon and Godfrey, and then start the DLC. I have no motivations or ambitions to get super far in the DLC, but just kind of showing you guys the start of it. Let me just quickly organize my videos real quick. Anybody planning to see Wicked Part 2? Just dropped today. I thought about going to see a matinee tomorrow. Alright. I did some runs on her at the end of last stream. Probably fought her about 6-7 times, but maybe 5-6, but she's a tough cookie. She's one of the harder bosses in the Souls series. Another really exciting thing that I've been working on is so I'm streaming, as you know, Jedi Fallen Order. I plan to do Survivor after that. I'm almost basically at the end of the main game for Elden Ring, and then doing the DLC. So I'll shoot to finish Elden Ring sometime in the next week or so. Probably won't take me that much longer than a week, to be honest. And at some point, I want to get into PC streaming so I can use my video cam. One of the projects I was thinking of doing is a Hollow Knight walkthrough. But I still have plenty of stream ideas, but something I got really, really excited about is I found this video on YouTube of a guy who was showing you how to plug in old devices like a Nintendo Switch or a Nintendo GameCube into a adapter into a capture card and onto your PC. Which I thought was really, really cool because, guys, I still have a fully functioning Nintendo GameCube, and I still even have a functioning Nintendo Game Boy Advance SP. I actually just got it to boot up again for first time in like 10 years last year, and it took a fair few tries, but it worked. And I was playing Pokemon Blue, so I kept all of my GameCube games because I freaking love the GameCube. That's my favorite ever, and I will never sell this thing. And I just turned it on, and it's running great. So I got a capture card and some cables, and I just ordered the adapter cable that I will need to the AV port on the back of the GameCube to plug into the capture card and into the PC. So I have a ton of projects I'm thinking about for that too. I can do some classic Nintendo games, and one of which I think I'm going to start with Luigi's Mansion, the original one. I freaking love that game, and I know we're a little bit out from spooky season now that we're at the end of November, but we're close enough to spooky season that I thought maybe doing a Luigi's Mansion stream would be really cool. And I think because I'm playing it on my GameCube plugged into my PC through all that, I'd still be able to use the video cam too. So hopefully very shortly, guys, I will be on cam. I still The Star Wars games, I won't be on cam because they actually play better on the PS5 anyway. So for Fallen Order, which actually, to be honest, I'm probably already halfway through Fallen Order, to be so for real. Fallen Order and then Survivor, which is a little bit of a longer game than Fallen Order, will be on the PlayStation because they play better on the PlayStation, and I have them on the PlayStation. So, but some of the other projects coming up, once we're finished with Elden Ring, we'll have done all of the Souls game walkthroughs from Soft. So I can, kind of start wrapping up some of the. I mean, I'll still have like little side projects like Black Myth Wukong at some point, but I can start to move over to the gaming PC and do on video stream. So I'm really excited about that. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Yeah, so that's what I'm thinking. I'm really, really excited. I'm pretty freaking exhausted tonight, but I'm still very excited for all these projects coming up and streaming, and I'm super excited. I'm still having a great time on Elden Ring. When I get to the mountaintops of the giants, I get a little burnt out, but I'm reinvigorated for the DLC and all these final main game bosses. I always love playing them, so yeah, I'm still very excited, and I want to finish my Star Wars run-throughs too, so excited at the prospect of Hollow Knight, doing walkthrough on that, getting videos. Excited about some of the classic GameCube games like Luigi's Mansion. Like I said, I could do the original Paper Mario Thousand Year Door. Fucking love that game. I've got Zelda Twilight Princess. I've got Super Smash Bros. Melee. I've got a lot of quality GameCube games that I could stream from just on my GameCube. That works fine, so I'm excited about all that. So let's beat Malenia, shall we? Queen. Tough cookie on New Game Plus Plus, isn't she? Honestly, Tish is great and all that, and does good with the HP reduction, but I think my Mimic hits harder and staggers better, so I'm gonna go for the Mimic. Plus, you can cast things like this moon and stuff that continues. See? You can proc her with the same type of tactics that I'm doing. Oh shit. Got damage on her though.
I am Malenia, Blade of Miquella.
Dang, she's tough. I had a great run on her earlier. And like I said, I melted her when I was on New Game Plus. Or not New Game Plus. I melted her on New Game Plus with a different build, but I melted her on the base game with this build, so she's tankier in this version. I should do this before I even get in the arena. Don't know what I'm thinking. This week made me just so freaking tired. think the quick ones. Get there. Just don't do the waterfowl. Anything but the waterfowl right here. There we go. Oh, my Mimic's already done damage on her. Shit. Come on. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. One more hit. Oh, one more hit. Come on, man. I couldn't buy one more hit. Fuck. Well, I found out last run that when she does, in second phase, goes into her Flower Bloom attack, she sits there for a good period of time. That's a perfect time to Comet Azure her. But it's all about getting a good run here in the first phase where she doesn't waterfowl. Or she's aiming at my Mimic when she waterfowls. That didn't hit her. Again. I'm safe. Why is it aiming to the sky? She also healed too much during that whole time. My Mimic's like about to die. So this is not the run either, I don't think. Yeah. Let your flesh. Alright, whatever. Whatevs. Stamina recovers so fucking slow. Bro, I just need to dodge one of them. And that's another thing, my Mimic freaking hammers on her when she's sitting there in that phase. So she was at like, I don't know, 65% health by the last phase. I looked up and she was like, I was like, wow, alright. So I really just got to get a good run on our first phase and we are Gucci. I will then dodge those two freaking, avoid waterfowls, avoid that big attack. And I should be good. What? Come on. God damn, I just can't catch a break. I need to get to the second phase with my Mimic at least a third health. I like can't get my footing on her. That's the problem. Nice, nice. That's the run we need. No! What the fuck? Ugh! Every time I get a great run on the first phase, all I need to do is dodge one of those. Just one. Or even run away from the second one. But then I get frozen, and I'm just like, oh, I gotta time it perfectly to dodge. Fuck, man. That was a perfect first phase, too. Perfect, perfect. Exactly what I wanted. Could not have gone better. Honestly, I think the stagger and then getting that damage on her is huge, and just keeping on her. With my Mimic, yep. Okay, perfect first phase again. Perfect first phase again. I'm gonna KMS right now. What is wrong with my brain is like not working. I cannot like synchronize that dodge time. And if I'm doing the first phase perfectly, I'm not doing the second phase. But if I'm doing the second phase good, I'm not doing the first phase good. Oh, this has gotten away from us already. Actually did not want to draw this into the middle. Let's see if I can bring the comment back. Bring it back a little bit. No, I'm not supposed to jump in. And the waterfowl. dodge too early. Come on. What the?
By the scarlet rot.
Ugh. Damn.
I typed my name in, they were like, you cannot use celebrity names. I was like, word. So then I see. So I stopped start saying things to this fake Dave Chappelle that's hurting me. So I go to an Apple show and I park there. I'm like, what's up, kid? I got some trouble with somebody. I got talk to you. I don't know.
Get there, get there, get there, get there, get there, get there. Are you serious? Let's go!
Your strength.
Let's go!
The mark of a true lord. Dear Miquella, oh, dearest Miquella, my brother, I'm sorry. I finally met my match.
Bro, I was so pumped when that Comet Azure just fucking tanked her so hard, and then I saw her go in for a second one of those flower blooming spells, I was like, oh my god, God has given me a gift. Oh my god, she drops a fucking mill all on her own. Alright. Off to Lando. As you can see, the city is in ashes. A lot of the sites of grace are gone. A lot of the things you can do at this point are gone if you haven't already done them. You can still access the subterranean shunning grounds right here, or fast travel to the sites of grace. And this is also where we're going to finish Brother Quarren and Goldmask's quest lines, which do give you a mending rune, which means you can have, there's an alternate ending accessible that way. But finding them is always like challenging. I know where Goldmask is, but I always like mess up where Quarren is. I thought he was over here, but there's a couple items around too. What I might do, 'cause I'm going to do the DLC, but later on what I might do is do that trick where I do the canceling the upload of my cloud data and then like upload it once and come back, like the trick I did with Selen in her quest line. I might do that again when I get to the very end game, just so I can feature like the different alternate endings, like the Frenzied Flame one and the Ronnie's quest line, the different mending runes, all that. I could grab content for those. Is this Quarren? Yeah.
Oh, it's you. I finally come to understand. The Master is nothing more than a madman, seeking to supplant our glorious faith with his own. Could there be a more pitiable comedy? Look at it. The culmination of perfection, burning before our very eyes.
He's gone mad.
Oh, I finally come to the Master as nothing enchanter seeking to look at it.
There's a spot in the game where there's a ton of ulcerated tree spirits left in that capital. It might be over here. And I think there's like an item you can get. Up on one of like the leftover remains or something. I think I'm just circling the area I just was. I think going up these stairs is where we have to go to proceed. But I think Gold Mask is down here. And there, above him, is the Mending Rune for the alternate ending for Gold Mask's ending. The Rune of Perfect Order. Let's reset again. And there will be, I think, you can get, where Corin was and where Gold Mask was both, you can get the an item left over. So now I have the Mending Rune from Fia, the Mending Rune from Gold Mask, because I did both of those quest lines, so those are both alternate endings. If I wanted to, and I had gotten the Seedbed Cursed from Blackgaol Big Boggart, then I could have, if I had all the seed curse, but the seeds, whatever, seedbed curses or whatever they are, and given those all to the Dung Eater, then he would give me a Mending Rune, and there's another alternate ending. You don't need a Mending Rune for Ranni, she'll just appear at the end game, and that's one of the endings you can do, or if you had done the Frenzied Flame, you could do that as well. Different options. This is where Corin was, so you get his bell bearing, a flail, and his robes. And his bell bearing you can give to the twin maiden husks who are still in the Round Table hold, and all of this, if you hadn't bought all of his incantations or whatever. Although I think at that point you can no longer give him prayer books, obviously. So if you have prayer books, that I think I have a couple I never gave him, and then those are no longer viable. And if you come over here, you can get Gold Mask's rags, bracelets, and wrist wrap. So Corin and Gold Mask's quests are complete. these stairs. So, Sir Gideon Ofnir is the leader of the Round Table Hold, is going to be barring our path. If it's your very first run fighting him, as it is, like if it's your, when you lose to a boss and you die and you come back to the Fog Gate. If you are right now at this point where this is your first attempt at him, he'll do this whole big monologue, basically before you have a dialogue with him, and then it gets into the boss fight. What you can do at that point is attack him for some pretty big damage right off the bat before even like starting the fight, and he's a nasty fight. It's like kind of a PvP fight, and his physical defense is pretty weak. You can do pretty good damage on him, but he spams you with just like the most powerful, annoying spells in the game, and it's like so hard even getting to him. That's the hardest part, just like not getting melted by his spells and just getting to him to do damage. And so if you take this opportunity very first attempt, you can actually wipe him out before even getting into the fight, really, which is not featuring the fight very well, but I think is actually kind of funny because I don't like him, so melting him is kind of funny. I'm gonna run to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back.
I knew you'd come to stand before the Elden Ring, to become Elden Lord.
See,
What a sad state of affairs. I commend your spirit, but alas, shall take the throne. Queen Margaret has high hopes for us, that we continue to struggle unto eternity. By bones, a tarnished cannot become a lord. Not even
So as you can see, I got the jump on him with that Comet Azure. Melted half his health, and he couldn't even really get his spells going by the time I summoned my Mimicus back up and kind of just melted him. So he at least got the chance to do 2 spells there, which is, he did some Golden Order Seal spell and then his Great Blade Phalanx. But if you really let him get going, he gets cooking with those spells. He can cast some pretty nasty ones, and then he becomes a very difficult boss. So I really like to try and capitalize that first attempt. And I know it, like I said, it doesn't really feature the boss very well, but I'm trying to beat him too, so. So then you come up here, and in the same arena that you fight Morgott in, as I said earlier, there's this another boss that we fight, so get the Erdtree heal spell, and then the boss before the final bosses.
It's been a long while, Morgott. Long and hard didst thou fight, tarnished warrior, spurned by the grace of gold. Be assured the Elden Ring resteth close at hand. Alas, I am returned. To be granted audience once more. Upon my name as Godfrey, the first Elden Lord.
Bitch trying to steal my treasure. I do all the hard work. He claims the credit. Nah. Nah. I think not. He's a tank, though. Absolute tank first phase.
That will be all. Thou didst me good service, Sirosh. I've given thee courtesy enough. Now I fight as Horalu. Warrior!
Nearly. To be honest, guys, I'll be so for real. It might be an unpopular opinion, but I think his first phase is actually cooler and more difficult. I don't really like his second phase that much. He like literally goes from being a lion lord with an axe breaking the earth to being a WWE wrestler. I just think it's quite silly for a high fantasy. But that's just my opinion. All the more reason to do a fancy little spin. Anyway, obviously a very cool boss. I rated him very high in my boss ranking. And now that you've burned the Erdtree, you can get through the thorns and face the final boss. It's a two-phase boss, and there's kind of like two kind of distinct bosses for each phase, but it's still one two-phase fight, I guess. But we will not be doing that quite yet. For it is time for the DLC. There was one thing, and I can't remember now. There was like won somebody's quest line or something that I didn't do. Like I literally just had to go to the last step and grab something besides Quarren and gold masks. And now I can't remember for the life of me what it was. It came to me earlier in the day after I had done my first stream of today. But I was like, oh, best not forget to grab, I don't remember what it was, like one little thing before starting the DLC. Because I've beaten all the bosses and done all the other quest lines and content. I can't remember what it is. Enya is dead after that, but you can still come to her and get the remembrances. Malenia gives you this spell. Her spell that she was doing with the flowers that causes scarlet rot, and her blade. Malekith has the Black Blade spell and the Black Blade itself, both of which are faith. Horoloro gives you the Earthshaker Ash of War and his axe. And Placidus X gives you the Crag Blade and Placidus X Ruin, his spell. You can buy Malenia's set. You can buy Loretta's set, and you can buy Godfrey's set and Malekith's helm and his armor. So I know I just like used all my souls, but I like to get their sets each time. It said my storage box was full last time I came in here, so I gotta take some shit out and organize and sell some stuff. I might want to do that real quick before starting the DLC. I know, sorry to bore you guys. Glovewort, Corin's Bell Bearing, EG's Bell Bearing, Blackguard's Bell Bearing. I can't remember what it was. It wasn't in the round table hold though. And I've given up on trying. It wasn't Nepheli's because I kind of gave up on trying to do that. I don't think I got any additional death roots. Oh, this is what it was. I was like, I couldn't for the life of me remember. Once you finish, I even said it on stream actually. I'm just tired. Once you finish Millicent's questline and the Haligtree, you can go back to Gowry.
My daughter,
And he's upset that she
why would you take out the needle?
defied him
So
and took out the needle.
So very close to becoming the fairest of all flowers.
He wanted to recreate Malenia.
Would you disown us too, as your mother did? We children of the Scarlet Rot. Millicent, Malenia, do you detest us so utterly? Millicent, Malenia, do you detest us so utterly?
We have no more need of him, and he manipulated us and Millicent. So you get the Phlox Canvas Talisman and his bell bearing. So that's the last thing I wanted to do. That completes his quest line. I mean, you can, I think if you leave him there, reload the area and go back, there will be an item anyway. But fuck him. So that's that. That's how I feel about that. I've done it both ways, so it doesn't matter. You can give his bell bearing. Dung Eater's gone. Actually, I think I might have already locked myself out of Dung Eater's questline. Alright, let's do it. Let's do it. This is Needle Knight Lita.
Ah. Were you guided here by kindly Miquella? I am Leda.
Leda.
And like you, I was guided by faith along his honorable path. Touch the withered arm, and you too will be transported to the realm of shadow where Miquella the Kind now dwells. My compatriots are there already. Like us, they have heard kindly Miquella's call. If you can find them, they are certain to lend you aid. Come now. Touch the wind. I will not be far behind.
And here we are, the Realm of Shadow. You can flip back on PS5, it's R1. You can flip between the maps. And then right control stick to do that. And as you can see, it's kept all of the places I've discovered on my first run of the DLC on the map, just like in the main game. And we arrive at the Gravesite Plain. The Shadow of the Erdtree, DLC. Now, there's something to know about this DLC, which is really a fascinating mechanic that they have, and really, really important to know. There are going to be these things called Scadutree fragments throughout the DLC. And basically what happens is, not only does the DLC scale with the difficulty of what New Game Plus you're on, and it being a late game scaling. So like if you were on your base game, you wouldn't want to do the DLC like really early on because you'd be underleveled. But the enemies and bosses in the DLC also scale with how many Scadutree fragments you have. So it is really essential when exploring through the DLC that you collect all of these Scadutree fragments, because the more you collect, the more damage you'll be doing to enemies and bosses, and the less damage you'll be receiving from enemies and bosses. Now, this is really, really important, because when I got to the final DLC boss of this, on my first run-through, I only had 16 of the total 20, either 20 or 24 Scadutree fragments that you can get. And I was struggling so hard. This was also pre-nerf for the final boss, and he was so hard. I had to fight him over and over and over and over again for like 5 hours. I like was learning his moveset so well, and then I literally just couldn't beat him. So what I did is I went back. My friend asked me how many I had, and I was like, it's very low. So I went back. I literally just got 2 more, I think, and went from 16 to 18, and it made a huge difference, even just that. I didn't even have the maximum amount you can get, but the damage I was doing to him and receiving, and because I learned his moveset so well, I just did the same things I was doing in the fight against him with 16, and I won. Not too many. I mean, it took a couple tries still, but not nearly as many, and not nearly as long. So just note that if you're doing this DLC, if you haven't done it yet, or if you're doing it for the first time, or if you're still doing it from whenever it came out. I think it was June 2024. Just know that it scales with that. So there's going to be a whole bunch of new main game bosses, a whole bunch of new other bosses, mini bosses. There's going to be a whole bunch of new NPCs and NPC Questlines to do, even some of which that have different paths or different choices. There is one in particular that there are 2 mutually exclusive options on the path to go down, and this will be only my second time playing it, so when I get to quest line. I'm gonna have to make sure I remember what I did the first time and do the other option. And I went back and forth a lot in my head on whether I wanted to continue to label this stream as a walkthrough, or at this point, when I got to the DLC, change the title to DLC playthrough, because I learn a game pretty thoroughly and pretty well, but like I don't always remember everything, and if I've only played it through once, I'm not going to be as comfortable with all the knowledge that I give out and do in this game, this game's DLC, as I am in the main game, where I know like so well, and I was able to give like a full analysis on all the NPC quest lines and bosses and alternate endings. I'm not quite as confident on the DLC, but I paid really good attention, and I played it for the very first time last year, so it hasn't been that long. So I know all the main game bosses for the DLC. I know all the NPC questline stuff. I might have to consult with some guides, but I'm probably just going to continue calling it a walkthrough because I'm going to do my very best to walk you through it. But if I'm not as perfect as I was on the main game, just give me a little bit of grace, I guess. Just because this is my like 15th Elden Ring stream. I could change it now to DLC specifically and do a playthrough, but I'm going to just keep trying to do a walkthrough till the end. Might as well. Hopefully it won't be quite as bad as Demon Souls. I really thought I knew that game better than I did, and I ended up rightfully changing that to a playthrough. But it's very pretty. First time I ever did this, it was on the Xbox One, and then I think that's at that point is when I switched it over. I think I got it. It was pretty soon after getting the PlayStation 5, and for the first time, and so I had switched over to playing on that because it looked so choppy on the Xbox. But there's like new enemy types. Oh, it's already giving nostalgia because I only played it for the first time last year and it was brand new when I played it. I like literally did it the month. Same with Lies of P DLC. You got these like Shadow Pilgrimy guys, which are like the Wandering Noble equivalent of the DLC. As you saw me fighting these annoying bird things. There are going to be, I think, a couple repeat-ish bosses from the main game. Like there's maybe one ulcerated tree spirit in the DLC or something like that. But really a lot of it are new content enemies. And there are a couple, maybe like 1 or 2 categories of enemies in the DLC specifically that repeat. Like DLC's exclusive items that fight. But I think they're like dragons, which are still the same format as like the dragons you fight in the main game, but just different types of dragons that are not in the main game. Where am I wanting to go? This place is just huge. I have no direction of where I want to start specifically. These are enemies. I think over here is where I remember when the DLC first came out, this enemy that we're about to fight was like very, very notable, as like being real. Like people would be like, "Oh, I over-leveled to prepare for the DLC," and then people would be like, "Bitch, you thought," because, like I said, the bosses and enemies scale with the Haligtree fragments you have, and this is like one of the first areas you locate in the DLC, and so people come in here, they were all confident and stuff, and they were getting absolutely wrecked by this boss because it does so much damage. But it's because you don't know about the Haligtrees yet, and you don't have them. If I went out and collected like 15 of them, I would probably tank this boss a lot more, but crossbow that does that repeating firing. He's quite a tanky little boss, and if I believe I couldn't summon there. I wonder if I had to turn on the summon sign the old-fashioned way like I did for all the first time I went through. I think so. This is the Stake America, and this is the summon person. I remember the first time I played Elden Ring, I would come up to each one of these and like click on it to turn on the summon option. But I don't know, maybe you just can't summon for this guy. I think that's the strategy that I used to beat him. It's like lure him into an attack and then deal damage, but you still have to be careful. I wonder if I have any leftover scattered trees, or if they stay in your inventory, because I'm actually doing decent damage and taking decent damage from this guy from the first time I fought him, if I remember correctly, even though I'm actually on New Game Plus. I mean, the first... because I did the DLC for the first time on New Game Plus. So I kind of try and use this strategy, get him when he's like closing, not take any of his big those attacks or his arrow things. He does heal clearly, but yeah, see, get him when he's closing. Then he's not rolling, he's trying to finish his attack. But you have to time it quite right. Mess up, he can hit you. You get the Great Sword of Solitude and the Solitude set. First DLC boss down. Plenty more to go. I'm very excited to get my GameCube set up for the stream. That's gonna be so cool. And also, it seems like it's scaling appropriately because he just dropped a shit ton of souls. Kill the furnace golem. I don't know if I have enough scattered trees things yet to kill him already, but I'll maybe give it a shot. I know they've got really, really tanky health. They do give, they drop cracked tear, crystal tears. Tickle his feet! Good advice, I like. I know there's one where you have to like throw a pot into from like you have to get on a ledge cliff above it and like throw a pot perfectly into it or something like that. But they drop cracked crystal tears for your wondrous physics. Yeah, I can imagine. You were saying that you did many, many, many run-throughs, right? I feel like the DLC has such a like a spooky, shadowy vibe. That's probably the point. But. Black Pyrefly. That's crazy. It's very impressive. Wait, was that the same number you were on last time you were on stream? Or have you already done another one? Uh-huh. Let me up. I know I can get up there. Oh my god, that's crazy. That's awesome. Oh yeah, that's right. Now I remember. Man, you speed through it pretty quickly. Anything else up here? I feel like there's not currently much I can do here. Or at least that's what I remember from last time. That or it just took me like a long time to figure out what I could do here. But I know you can get up on it. Like get up on the roof. Dog. What is everybody's favorite DLC boss? I'd have to actually think about that answer. I don't know if I have one that comes to mind yet. Let's see, do I remember that one? Oh, the guy on the Commander Gaius on the pig. Yeah, he's quite aggressive. He comes in very hot. I feel like aesthetically, I really like Ramana, Saint of the Bud. Like, that's just a really pretty aesthetic design fight. Mesmer is obviously one of the really, really good bosses of the DLC. The final boss is very, very notable for being hard and just like aura-wise very strong. I'd have to think about it more, to be honest. I'd have to like look at the list again, look at what I rated everybody the first time around. Really? I know everybody was struggling with the final boss at the time, but yeah, the furnace golems, they are quite stocky. I remember trying to like fight them early and being like, holy fuck. I've never seen a health bar this big on a non-boss health bar. Blade of Mercy is up here at the top of these ruins. Let me look at the list again. Bale's pretty cool. Oh, I really liked Rhoynar. Rhoynar, the Moon Knight. She was a really cool fight. Mesmer obviously was goated. Like I said, Ramana was really, really cool aesthetically. I might go with Rhoynar, to be honest. That one was a really cool fight. I like that one. Obviously, I'm wearing her set. Yoshi. Oh, the demi-human swordsman? Oh, shit. That would be really funny. I haven't done that. I really liked getting the set too from the Raksha, the dancer, I think it was. Her armor set was really, really cool for an arcane run. Over here, we got this side of Grace. Can I access this? Looks like it's beyond the base floor. This is not accessible yet, but I think I can get to the church. But yeah, I feel like overall the boss quality and rating of the bosses that they came out with for the DLC was pretty solid, I think. I was quite satisfied with it. It still feels weird because I played Elden Ring so many times before the DLC came out, so it still feels like the DLC is like its own game. My brain hasn't like fully wrapped around it as like an Elden Ring add-on yet, the same way as I have with some of the other games, but this is only my second time playing through. I can get down to the church. Oh, there's so many things I want to do in the DLC too. It's gonna take quite a while still. Elden Ring being your favorite game, like, of the Souls games. Lock onto the dog. He's the only one attacking. Oh, it's like your favorite game in general. That's awesome. It is a really, really good game. Is the RDR Red Dead Redemption? Because I know that game is really popular too. Yeah, I've heard really, really good things. I actually haven't played it yet, but... These guys hit like a truck. Black Steel Quake. Dying Light and Dying Light 2. I don't think I've played those either, to be honest. Guess I got some good wrecks out there. I wonder if I still have any of the scatter trees. Do you know if you keep them, the fragments, if you keep them over into the next game, or they reset every time? Oh, there's one right here, the scatter tree fragment. So these are really important to collect. You do keep it, okay. So that's probably explains why I was doing decent damage on the first boss. And not like, the hits a little bit better. It's good to know. Fire coil. Try jump attack. Blessing of America. What the heck? I know Prospect Town is where I farmed the Bloody Fiend's Arm, which is, if you have not gotten it, an incredible weapon, and you should get it. Strength Arcane. But I didn't get to Prospect Town until later. I think I had to look it up, so I wonder if I can access that now too. Whoa, who's that? Well, look at that, you get the Beast Claw. Oh, this is where I started? So over here at the Three Paths Cross site of Grace, we meet another important NPC for the DLC.
Ah, Lady Leda spoke of you. You're that tarnished. Guided here by kindly Miquella. Won't we all? I am Freya. I once fought alongside General Radahn. In battle, you can be sure I'll hold my own. Oh, another thing. Did you speak to our dour little friend? If you've yet to do so, have him give you a map of the Cross's whereabouts. You'll find more of them dotted about these lands. They are Miquella the Kind's footprints. If you've yet to do so, be sure, assuming you
Find another scattered tree fragment. Here, you can touch this cross. And over here is the dour little friend.
Fie, another. Treading the heels of Miquella. Then, as that woman would surely say, we are in our purposes well aligned, but understand, your kind are not forgiven. The Earth Tree is my people's enemy. By Marika long betrayed, set aflame. I believe Miquella's apologies when he says our delivery will come, but never will I see your kind as worthy. And yet my oath I cannot overlook. If Miquella it is whom you would seek, then comrade, allow me to give you this. These are the sites of the crosses I found. I urge you, follow after Miquella. As long as you abide by his footfalls, you will be no enemy to me.
You get the cross map.
I urge you, as long as you
if you've yet to do so, assuming you intend.
Alright, so I've exhausted their dialogues. Shadow Scattered Tree Blessings. Once you collect a certain amount. Oh, hey! Welcome! So like I said, I finished the DLC at 18 last time. I was awaiting your arrival. So I will use the 3 that I've collected so far to boost me up to 19. I was at 18 before. And then down here is your Spirit Ash Blessings. That's for your summons, I believe. Like how well they can hold up against the enemies. So. This is like one of the main paths to do. You can go this way too. Oh, what were you up to? And up this way. This is true. Oh, I wasn't gonna ask, because then I would be a hypocrite. Okay, well, I wasn't gonna ask more, which I normally would. Doesn't sound very convincing. Yay. You guys went again? I love that. Dinner date. I know, you were telling me. That's awesome. I got Chipotle today, so we both got our favorite foods. Bob's Discount Furniture, what were you doing there? Oh, you little thief. Whoops. I feel like that spell was not quite necessary for this guy, but... Oh, good, good. I'm glad you helped yourself to some Smarties. Actually, am I already here? Is this the castle? No. Never mind. Did you find any discount furniture? Oh, okay, thank you. For some reason, it looked very familiar to Mesmer's power library. Beard, Spear Ash. Okay, so technically this is the first main boss of the DLC. But you can go any of the other directions. Well, I don't see why you would buy any. Why? You guys are doing like old people chores. That's what you do to hang out? Normally, like, people who do, like, home improvement projects are, like, getting furniture and... You guys moving in together? Sorry, my bad. Fascinating. So many plazas. After the bathroom. What do you need all those malls for? Okay, I'm back. Whew. Oh, that's a cool place. I like GameStop. Bruh. Apparently you'd rather go to Home Depot. Never heard of that one. That's really dumb. Maybe you can buy some penny candies in the 1920s. Did that tree block that attack? What the hell? On God. That tree's powerful. Frozen custard, huh? What a beautiful day of adventuring and exploring. Was I walking into the wall? cute. Aw. I'm glad you guys had a fun date. What do you mean awkward? That sounds lovely. My cat is so needy. Interesting. Cat is such a baby. She wants so much attention. Ew. What? No. Of course not. Why would I want to try that? These guys are tough. Why is that a thing that you've tried and know about? Dark orange, isn't it like brown? I guess some of them are orange. I question you. Bro, just use lube or lotion. Stop using things that are meant for other things. Well, good. At least you weren't intentionally doing it. Wait, are you playing Dark Souls? That doesn't make any sense. It's your hair is the opposite of Elden Ring. Are they in the they're in the subterranean shunning grounds. I don't know where else they are. Yeah, that place. Why do I remember the name? I told you already, I'm a nerd. I remember all the things. Oh, thank you. Thanks for the clarification. Oh, I hated the subterranean shunning grounds because I got lost in those pipes. It took me forever to navigate to Moog. Of course you do. If I say I like something, you're gonna say that you don't like it. If I say I don't like it, you're gonna like it. That's just the rules. Why you call him sewer rat mode? Because he's down in the sewers. Your message cut off. The rats. The rats aren't even bad, honestly, with everything else that's in that place. Down where you get the frenzied flame ending? Wait, does this open? Oh, yeah. I don't know. They are creepy. What about the two fingers? They could touch you, obviously. Like this scorpion is doing to me. Don't crush their dreams. That's a good point. It's a very good distinction. Is the consensus that 2 fingers are better than 3? Is that what we're going with here? Alright. Off we go. Did he? Shocker. Oh, I will. I think I'll be waiting a very long time. Nope. No. I'm doing this for Aki. This cupbearing guy drops a revered spirit ash for your spirit summon upgrades. Why, as a matter of fact, mayhaps. You're not woke. Aki's gonna be so happy with me. Wait till she's joined the stream again. I told you already because it was the way I was describing it, so really he thought I was woke. Which he's told me before. So it's just me being woke, don't worry. No, thank you. It is beautiful, isn't it? Wait, what do you use it on? Isn't that the one that makes like enemies fight other enemies? You'll get there. Don't worry. Oh. That's sick and twisted in a kind of funny way. I think I tried to use that on Everdark Libra's little minion guys in Night Rain, but it didn't work. Who is this guy? Oh, these monsters. Got a sec. Oh no, I don't like these guys. I think this is a pretty cool legacy dungeon. Oh, this is the boss fight, isn't it? Dark Souls 3. Is that it? Alright, time for the first boss of the DLC.
O horn-decked beast from higher sphere delivered, take root inside the tower's sculpted keepers, and perched within, we beg of thee, rise. Dance and kavod, cleanse all and all wit, cruelty, woe, and those who plague the tower. Cleanse away the strumpet's vile progeny.
Does dance. Yes! Love this dagger. I'm the lightning. Divine Beast Head. Ooh! Don't be butthurt. I explained it to you. I'll get my strength up. Yeah, Godric's is still the only good one. Alright. First main boss of the DLC. Oh, well, that's very sweet. Thank you. Your mom's an optional boss. Ah, it's the Yucky Town. Such a creepy name for a mushroom. Red flesh mushroom. Ugh. I can only imagine. Especially based on surrounding areas. Why do I need to summon? like... Could this be a house? That's actually pretty good. I feel like there's something that appears here later on. Ailment Talisman. Oh, hello, bestie. How are you? Alright. Bitch. Woo! That land. Another revered spirit ash. Nice. What is that? It's kind of funny. Ew, that was a mandarin? Oh, that's so gross. It literally looked like an entire different fruit. Blech. Oh, I'm so glad that you didn't eat it. Blech. I would literally throw up just thinking about that. Our first Ghostflame dragon. No, you didn't. Please stop. You just want to make me throw up. It's gross. No, please stop. You know you're lying. I refuse to think about it anymore. It's not about that. It's more of a I don't want to let myself think about it or believe it kind of thing. Because it's so yucky. Oh right, there's a cave back there. You got Aki on the brain. Oh, that makes sense. Oh, not this place. Nope, not at the moment. We'll come back. It's just very in-depth, and it will take a lot of energy that I don't currently have. Yeah, that's totally fair. I'll be back. Is that a deer? Gravebird armor. So there's gonna be a Gravebird set, which are like modeled after the birds. A bird. Wah! And they're gonna be hidden throughout the land in the DLC. So that was the first one I found. There's also the leggings, the arms, and the helmet. Is there an echo in here? I know. God. Just doing my walkthrough. Think I want to do all this again? Well, I do for my walkthrough. Actually, that's not true. What do you think my plans were? Yes, that is my life. They're not fake. Now you don't believe me? Your opinion is noted and discarded. I got a like on that story. Don't give me the pouty face. Who liked it? You don't even fucking know. Why'd you like it if it was the stupidest thing you've ever seen? This dragon is super tanky. Am I like your favorite person? get it. It's hard to admit your feelings. Exactly. How generous. He has not looked at my mimic. That's a good point. Who's the poor guy? The villager guy that we killed? I know, that was really funny. I laughed that my mimic also targeted him. Oh shit. He was like, fuck you, get out of the way. Yeah, that's a good point. He did turn around. Kind of went out of his way to kill him, didn't he? Just in the way, I can't describe it. This is true. Man, that was good. That was a good laugh, though. Great katana. Mm-hmm. Country rap. What are you talking about? Ew. No. What is ball knowledge? Interesting. I guess not. hole saved you. No. Okay. Oh my god, what is it? What kind of foul things are you bringing into my chat? I don't like that it has the word hole in it. And then you told me not to look it up ever. Don't look too deeply into the hole, and it won't be foul. Got it. Sorry. Sorry about it. Fire. Just getting warm on this cold winter night. Wow. Of course, of course. What's gonna be on our playlist? Good idea. Like your angel number. Oh, dang, you're right. That's very specific. What? One? What? Why is that your angel number? Oh, okay. Why not? Oh, interesting. Haligtree fragment. I know. I could tell. I respect that. I'm surprised you even actually had an answer. Wait, question mark? What do you mean? Why? Oh my god, Jesus Christ. What's he hiding his DNA for? What'd he do? That's pretty metal. This is true. I guess it's also pretty dumb. Good point. He wouldn't. Probably remove those too. Well, it seems like he's a lot more than looks scary. He's also done some pretty hardcore stuff. Wait, what? How does Aki feel about him? I think I'm gonna take her perspective on this one. I know, it can be really sad. But sometimes you have to set boundaries or step away from people in your life. They cause you a lot of damage. Why would he want to see how he was doing? Doesn't really seem like that's up to him at the moment. Well, it's a good thing she's dating you now, isn't it? Oh, buddy, what is wrong?
The pain. The pain. My arms, my legs. Each lies a bloody ruin. Bale! Vile Bale! Oh, terror incarnate! There is life in me yet! I will soon feast upon your heart! Mark my words! You too shall know fear!
I think I found Aki's dad. Did Bale give him teeth? I don't know. Aw, dang. I hate when I get excited and breathe fire on their dicks. Gravebird bracelets. That's 2 of 4. I imagine not. I hope not, at least. I hope you don't know anyone that looks like that. Yeah, I set myself up for that one. I know, I know. I know I'm beautiful, it's okay. Ugh. Well, I guess if a straight guy thinks I'm a 6, that's not too bad. Not a good day and a few pictures. What an ass. You just wish you were a 6. I love it. Goes from shitting on my looks to flirting. Don't talk about your ex that way, okay? God. Oh, right. Sorry, I must have slipped my mind. Ancient Dragon, Smithing Stone. $17, dang. She's a mature woman. Woohoo! I hope you lose. Ancient Dragon Man. Noise. Not gonna lie, I was kind of hoping you'd lose. Did I help motivate you? Good, good, good. I guess. No, I know. Ancient Dragon Man. Yeah, it took me 4 hours too. Yeah, I wrecked him. Wait, Renala too? Oh, yeah. That's a good point. Yeah. Interesting what bosses that we are different on. Dragon Man. What are the jagged peaks? That doesn't sound very pleasant. That's pretty cool. Although I don't know if I want dragon teeth. Where's the... Well, speaking of dragon... worth it. Of course I would visit you. We could game together. That sounds wonderful. Aw, well thank you. You're so sweet, sometimes. Well, that's crazy because it's 11:10 for me. How'd I end up on my way to Bale? Well, duh. I love sugar. It's okay though, you can be a little bitter. I'm fine with that. My little subjects. Oh, my loyal subjects? God, all I ask for is a little princess treatment. Nah, usually just bitter things. No ball knowledge. What's that again? I already forgot. Oh wait, knowledge of niche things. Is that a niche thing? This goat attacks you. The lightning goat. Isn't it kind of ironic? Oh, I know where this is. This is where that priest person is, right? What is that? What does that mean? Well, now I want to know because you said you had one. Yeah, this is where the Dragon Communion stuff happens in the DLC. Oh god, what does that mean? Make it sound like an STD.
Warrior true, picture yourself, feasting upon a dragon's essence, on the throbbing heart of the oldest, vilest dragon of them all. It would be the purest form of communion, the fullest sating of your hunger and your Yes, as it should be. Now, seek the Jagged deep.
Oh,
There
why
you
not?
will find Baal, the oldest and vilest of all dragons, land-bound warrior. Follow your desire and slay the foul beast, devour its throbbing heart. I will grant you the strength required.
Absolutely not.
In the name of my lord, Placidusax. Warrior true. In a time long past, Baal turned upon the Dragon Lord. The foul
Good point.
traitor
I was just wondering if you had any
assailed
specific
our
reasons in
master
mind.
and inflicted a grievous wound, only to make a hasty retreat, becoming a sworn enemy of the group. Since that day, Baal and his bloodline, the Drakes, have served as sacrifices for Dragon Communion, land-bound warrior. My lord, Placidusax, has shown your kind what must be done. Seek communion. Sate your boundless appetite. Feel the euphoria of a
I've never shot a
dragon's
handgun.
essence taking root in your meager frame.
Sorry to break it to you, woman, but I killed your lord. I don't know if that's the same thing, but okay. Alright, guys, I think this is where I wrap up. What wonderful progress I made today. I had a almost 4-hour stream earlier in the day, and then this one's over 3 hours, and I started the DLC. Crazy. Hope you all enjoy your Friday night. I will see you all soon. Bye.